MUFC Insight here, back here with another video, and today I'm going to welcome you to my new series, which is MUFC All-Time 11. Well, we'll run through every position ever in Manchester United history and see the best players in those positions to create the best team ever at Manchester United. It's going to be very tough because at Manchester United we've had some absolutely brilliant players, but I'm sure we can do it. And today I'm going to start it off at goalkeeper. And as Manchester United fans, we've been blessed with three absolutely fantastic goalkeepers. I'm sure you know who they are. They are, at the moment, David De Gea. Before that, Van der Sar. And a while before that, Peter Schmeichel. So obviously we have had these three fantastic keepers. But which one is going to really make the squad, because we need a fantastic goalkeeper, and all of these would do a job perfectly, but we've got to choose one. And for me, we're going to run through them, and we've had some horrific keepers like Fabian Barthez, but we've also had some absolutely brilliant keepers such as Van der Sar, Schmeichel and David De Gea. And for me, let's run through them. David De Gea is a spectacular keeper we have now. We're blessed to have him, probably quite lucky to have him because of a dodgy fax machine that we still have him. And for me, his kicking and his ball playing ability is probably the best out of all of them. Being a Spanish keeper, it's one of their best traits. And yeah, I think out of the three, yeah, he's definitely the best at kicking. Handling and his commanding, he's definitely not the best. Still got a real talent for it, but it's obviously the great Dane Peter Schmeichel. For reflexes and shot stopping, he's there with Van der Sar. And getting low, he's probably the best. Schmeichel is probably the worst at getting low, quite slow to get down, but it's a fantastic keeper. More of an aggressive, commanding keeper, more of a leader. De Gea is still a fantastic keeper, but for me, I don't think he'll make the squad just yet. I think if I did this in 10 years' time, probably would, because we'll see what we win under Mourinho. And I'm just putting him out there because he hasn't won much. He's only won an FA Cup last season, where he was instrumental in winning that, and a Premier League in Alex Ferguson's last season. Now we move on to Van der Sar. Van der Sar was pivotal in winning the Champions League in 2008 on that famous night in Moscow against Chelsea in the penalty shootout, where he saved Nicolas Anelka's penalty, which won us the Champions League. His shot stopping, his reflexes were brilliant. He was also quite an aggressive, commanding keeper, quite scary keeper. And yeah, he was brilliant and won so many things at Manchester United. And we bought him at quite an old age, 33. Wished we had him for longer, but we got him for cheap price because he was 33. But he was brilliant for them 7 years that we had him, and he was just fantastic to have. And also him having Vidic and Ferdinand in front of him also helped him a lot, because without that defensive solidity, would he have been so good? That's why David De Gea is so impressive. So now we go on to the last keeper, the oldest keeper out of all of these, is Peter Schmeichel. And for me, I'm going to put him in. Sorry. And the reason is, if you think about it, how much has Peter Schmeichel won? He has won the most out of all of them. I'm not sure about Van der Sar, but he's won the most important things out of all of them. Won the Champions League like Van der Sar, but he's commanding, and him as a keeper and as a leader around the club at Manchester United. Still loves Manchester United. And the way he was a leader and commanded around the pitch and just humiliated some players. And the way we had leaders all across our pitch in the treble-winning season, and he was instrumental in winning that. We started from the back, because without him, I don't think we would have won that Champions League in 1999, a treble-winning season. We would have won Premier League probably as well. So I'm going to put him in there purely because of what he has won with the club and how much of a leader and a captain he was. And yeah, he has to be in the squad, in the team, because if Van der Sar and De Gea, if De Gea had won as much as Van der Sar and Schmeichel, then he definitely, I think, would have been in the team instead. Because for me, he's one of the most, probably the best keeper in the world, arguably with Manuel Neuer. But for me, I'm going to put Schmeichel into our squad. If you agree, put it down in the comments. If you disagree, put it down in the comments. Who would you have chosen? Vote in the poll, which will be on the screen. And yeah, who would you have chosen? I really want to know. Comment, share, and subscribe. Like the video if you enjoy these sort of videos. If you want more of this series, and to make it a more consistent thing in my channel, then remember to hit the like button. And yeah, thank you for listening.